What's going on, everybody? This is David Mitchell here, and I'm gonna tickle you. look, look at her. If you are wondering what is going on with her hair, me and Velta got done taking a shower. Am I right? Mm-hmm. We smell fresh. Booty bomb, booty bomb, booty bomb. Booty bomb. I'm going to say this. This been a crazy week. Hot week too. Val, you want to tell them how hot it got? Feel like 98. Yeah, technically feel like it's going to be the worst next week. We're getting into summer now, everyone. Yep. I don't like it. But I will say that because it is a crazy time right now, that the autistic community is still going ape wild, if y'all know what I mean. Am I right, Valley Poo? Uh-huh. Oh, Val, you want to show them your earrings? Stop. Give me a second. Val had been doing some stuff with fans and stuff and other stuff. But I'll say been a crazy work week so far. Had a little bit of a scare because we had to help my mom with the electric bill because came close to having that. A little bit of a mess, if y'all get what I mean. So, came close to that. Managed to save ourselves, so that was a jump scare of a jump scare, if y'all get what I mean. But, whew, yeah. And trust me, and I'm going to say that for people, you don't want to lose power down here in the south. You don't. You do not. Because if you're not near a river, and I'm going to bring it up, if you're not near a river, or you don't have thick trees that can keep you shaded all day, you're going to be cooking like a motherfucker around here. I'm not even kidding. As a Charleston native, and I'm going to say this, born and raised native, in a way, is that it get hot around here.
David, let me read you my new note. Why you're so grumpy? Because you idolize Grumpy Cat?
That's Val.
Instagram.
Val her inchy. But, yeah. But I also do want to bring it up because I've done the crazy stuff that's been going around the world. Like, we also just had a little scare in the Philippines with a couple of our friends with that earthquake down in the south. You know? Like, kind of got worried down there because me and Val, we do have a ton of friends back in our home country. So, that kind of got worried because there had been fatalities and all that. But luckily, our friends are okay. It did that. I'll just say it because it's in South Cavite, down in the south. Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. Just make sure because when I'm still learning the provinces is all that. Even though we've been married for 5 years, we've been together for 9. That's stuff I'm still learning about. So, yeah. But it's just been super crazy with that and the earthquakes. So, yeah. Also, I'm going to talk about it right now, and I'm probably going to be talking about it, and it's probably going to be the thumbnail for this weekend episode of Fan to Train. If that CXX finally came out with its 250th locomotive, and they look good, which I'm not going to show them here on live stream. I'll show them on the next live stream, which will be this weekend. But I will say this, and I'm going to say it with a ton of crazy, that they look pretty good, and I think they did dethrone BNSF units. I don't know what everybody else think of them, but we'll find out in the next couple of days with videos and stuff. So, yeah. Speaking of that, PO fifth, not PO, but PO89, the Palmetto getting ready to pass. I can hear it. If you, for people who don't know, we have a train, the trail and stuff that go right by my house. I live a light along the train tracks. So, yeah. But it is a crazy time right now. It's up and all that. But I think time now to get to the political stuff. Up, it's up. And I'll just say it that for my viewers from the United Kingdom and my friends who are from there, I feel bad for y'all right now with what y'all are going through with the liberal and communist bullshit over there. So I feel bad for y'all. But at least Henry Sickweed got, or not Henry Novak, my bad. I was thinking about someone else that I knew. But thank God Henry Novak got them justice. I'll just say that the guy who killed him, he right now rotting in jail, and I hope he get more, and I hope it get worse for him, because one, what he did to that poor boy, what evil. But I will just say this, like what I said before anybody started accusing me, I'm not fully white, I'm mixed. So I'm just going to point it out right now, is that United Kingdom is an example of what happened when you allow communists and liberals to run a country into the ground. Perfect example, if y'all don't realize. And for people who don't think about this, yes, it's pretty bad over there right now. Yes, the people, they don't feel safe. Yes, if you call out the government or some of the stuff happen, you could get thrown in jail. They don't have freedom of speech over there. And for any of my autistic friends who would let her defend them over realizing that it fucked up, I will tell you this. Those people you defend who are Democrats and liberals and socialists and communists, I'm going to say that for anybody in the autistic community, please understand that every time y'all defend people like them, it put us in danger. No joke. Just because you just don't like another party. And here, team, look, the Democrat Party, look, and I'm going to say that, look, I'm not Democrat or Republican. I'm neither. I'm what you call independent. But I rather deal with the Republican over a Democrat because one, the stuff that the Democrats do is the pure evil. There's no excuse about it, and all that. But yeah, but thank God Henry Novak back to getting some justice. But there's still a ton of work to be done in the United Kingdom to get the people allowed this shit to happen. Half of them need to get the stack, if y'all get what I'm saying. But yeah. Also, something that is going on here in the US with the Sparrows, I can't say a name properly. He, if y'all don't know, they're the black guy getting what they pled guilty on murder charges today, Anthony Camaro. So I can't say the name properly. Sorry for my tiny draw. And he pled guilty for killing a innocent white boy. Now, saying is that he pled guilty and BLM came out. To be honest, and I'm going to say that like a ton of my black friends, they hate BLM. They think BLM are hypocrites. They literally told me BLM is the black version of the Ku Klux Klan. The same with the Black Panthers. The fact that a ton of my black friends, and I'm going to bring it up, the fact that a ton of my black friends literally called the Black Panther and the BLM the black version of the Ku Klux Klan, and told me they don't like me because of their hypocrisy. A lot of my black friends are literally they're the type of people that a lot of people would call race traders and all that, when in reality they're not. They actually are pretty educated, unlike the liberals. Which, let me be on it, for anybody who calls someone a race trader, didn't know you're, and I'm autistic, though I have to say this, you're a retard. You're fucking stupid, and you don't realize with your brain locked ideology. But I'll just say this, and I'm going to say it real clearly, is that Anthony Camaro deserved of what's going to come to him, you know?
Mhm.
And to be honest, I wish, even though he is 19 now, and it happened almost 2 years ago, I wish he got the death penalty. He literally went to a track meet did to cause chaos and violence. There's no excuse about it. And he was there to commit a hate crime, like literally.
Yep.
And, like, there are reasons why. And Val, you want to tell them why the black community and the Asian community don't get along?
It's the differences. There's a lot of things to explain, but I cannot say further down because still learn some.
Mm-hmm.
Insecurities is one.
Mm-hmm. But
Let me reminisce on this. Oh, I'll eat the planters.
Val right now reminiscing on songs and stuff. But thing is that the Asian community get attacked by the black communities a lot, like literally, with a crap ton of hate crime and all that toward the Asian community, but they don't count it as hate crime. The only people they think that can have hate crime happen to them is black and Hispanics, which is bullshit. It happens to everybody. Body and Dean, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the liberal hypocrisy and the shit that they spew. Because look, all y'all are just doing is making yourself look fucking retarded. And coming from someone who is autistic and actually have Native American ancestry, I'll just say that y'all are fucking stupid. Like, I'm serious. And this stuff that I did think that it infuriated in a way. But yeah, I did want to say that also for people in the autistic community, to me community, I will tell you this. Yes. Hmm, but I'm going to say it. That yeah, the Democrats tried to get rid of the autistic community. Yeah, they tried to hurt us. Yes, they tried to take a right to reproduce from us. And for people who don't know, it's something that happened in the 90s. A lot of people forget it, but a friend of mine who grew up in the 90s, as he was diagnosed in the late 20s, early 30s, in the 30s, like he did recently got diagnosed about a decade ago. But when he was younger, he have hazy memories about this because he was a 90 kid, technically a 90 kid, 90 teenager. Like, between that, because he was born between 1985 and 1986. But he said in the 90s, he remembered that the Democrats were pushing towards, like throwing autistic people in mental asylums if they get diagnosed against their will, even the ones who function in society. Look, yeah, I think, and I might be a hypocrite for this, but I think we do because of how bad everything have gotten. I do think we need to bring back mental asylums. As an autistic, I don't want to think about it, but at this point, we need to bring them back. And it's sad that I have to go there because if y'all know, I don't like the team, but at this point, with the people we're seeing out on our street, I'm sorry, but people like that there a reason why we have mental asylums, and it just fucked up. But he said back in the '90s, like the Democrats were trying to push to put all in mental asylums. They were right before they started getting rid of them in the '90s. So they tried bringing them back, which, to be honest, I have mixed feelings on that. But if you do want to bring a mental asylum back, you got to do it for the people who actually need it. Plus, they actually have to help people this time instead of trying to walk them away from society. Because for people who don't know, the reason why mental asylums disappeared across most of the world is because, one, instead of helping people, they did lock them in and keep them there until they died, which was fucked up on its own. And saying it, we do got mental hospital, but they're different. To be honest, if we do bring back mental asylum, they need to be set to actually help people instead of try to keep them locked away forever. And also, for people who commit crimes, you don't need that mental health thing. Just throw that shit out the window. Because if you commit a crime, you need to do the time or take the responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's up and I will say. But I will just say this, that we need to fix our system. Plus, we need to recognize that there are hate crimes against white people and Asians too. Because one, that stuff does happen to white people and Asian too. It don't just happen to Hispanics and blacks. It it happened to everybody. But yeah, but I will just say this: it's a it's a crazy right now. But yeah, whew. Now the one thing I will, and that might be the most controversial part of the live stream because second, probably going to be one of my more controversial one live streams anyway. Is that if y'all don't know, about a week ago, and people have been pissed and raving about this, and it outly pissed me off too, that the famous YouTuber couple had an abortion, and reason why they had it, and this something I've been warning about for years, and reason why I'm dead against abortions, is that their kid tested positive for being having Down syndrome. If y'all don't know it, that there a prenatal test that could test a baby before it even born to see if it's going to have like Down syndrome or not. And for people, what they don't know is that in other countries like Sweden, they have not had a kid born in the last 15 years with Down syndrome. And I've been saying, wait, it only a matter of time before they find something to test if a kid was going to be born autistic or not. And I'm going to say that couple aborted the kid because he was going to be born with Down syndrome, which is fucked up, evil, and it's disgusting. And yes, I will say it, abortion is murder. And I'm going to also say this, that when society start killing baby, that a bad sign even before born, like in the rumors, all that, it always leads to society collapse. If you look through history, society always collapses when they start sacrificing kids and all that, and it's just fucked up. But also, so look, and I have friends out there who are trans, but they don't go by trans, they go by lady guys. I have friends out there who are lady guys because they think that a more proper term. They let it be called lady guys and a trans and all that because yes, they recognize themselves as guys, but they don't try to around that woman. They do look like it, but they talk about some of them do say yet they're gay with it's up to like our friend Joshua. Shout out to you, bud. Or technically Arthur. Now, it crazy, but to be honest, with what going on right now at that, and I've been looking at this, is that societal collapses always happens when you start, you know, not keeping the genders and all that. Like, if you can't recognize what a gender is, that's a bad sign. And New York City, or technically New York State, trying to pass the effed up bill, which, let me be honest, I hope that gets shot down. That'd be good. New York did become a shithole. Like, I'm not even kidding. I won't go there until it starts changing. Because yes, I've been to New York over a decade ago. I've been to New York City about almost a decade ago. In a way. So yeah, but let me get back to what I was talking about. If we don't stop a lot of the libtards or liberals, our country is going to have a societal collapse. Our whole world is going to have societal collapse if we don't get the people in act or straight. You know, because it's starting to get to the point where it get bad and all that, and it's just fucked up. But let me get back to what I'm primarily talking about. About it that because I'm sorry, I'm just going up on a tirade because I'm tired. But the thing is that they aborted the kid because he was going to be born with Down syndrome. I think that's fucked up because you literally took his right of life away from him just because he was going to be born with a disability. That did fucked up. That's something that fascist Nazi Germany would do. You know? And I'm not surprised that the liberals would do something like this because it's part of their ideology and all that. Which, look at the history about Democrats and you start realizing how evil a party really is. Now, I will just say this for the autistic community. The moment that they find a prenatal test that can see if a kid is going to be born with autism or being autistic, I will tell you this. There'll be a ton of kids who are born autistic who will probably never get a chance to live and are probably going to get aborted because of it. And I wanted to say that real clear. For years, they've been trying to get rid of autistic people. They've been trying to find a way to take our rights away from them. Just imagine the moment they find a prenatal test, you could see a drop in people getting diagnosed being autistic, people being born autistic. You'll see a drop in it because, look, it's something that's going to be fucked up and messed up when that day comes. And we need to stop it before it happens because for people who don't realize, we will end up getting genocide if we don't stop shit like this from happening. There are reasons why I'm dead against prenatal death and abortion. Because evil shit like that. It evil. It is fucking evil. In a way. Because, one, only demons and people who are perverted would do it. Plus, also, so I'm going to say that they don't need to force autistic people to go get spayed and neuter. Most of them are we will force them into, like Protect Without For, but make them, gender confused like an autistic boy who is probably gay. They'll probably trick him into taking, period blockers and stuff, make it where he can't, have kids, and tricking him into, like making him think he's a girl, or an autistic girl who is a lesbian who feel like a guy, tricking her into destroying her ovary where she won't be able to get pregnant. Look, they're using gender confused ideology against autistic people to literally spade and neuter us. And a lot of people don't realize it. So that another way, and here finally they don't need to even force us. They're literally using mental illnesses, body dysmorphia, engender a few autistic kids who are probably either gay or lesbian, being and tricking them into stuff that will take the right of reproduce away from them. Then which yes, I think it's fucked up. I don't condone it. Like if you like guys but you feel like a girl, if you're a guy, well you're gay. Like that thing, you're gay. If you're a girl who like girl but don't feel like a girl, you're still a girl but you're a lesbian. And seeing it's that there are things like we have for them like lady boys, which yes, I would say that are better than transition because you can dress up as a female, but everybody will still recognize you as a boy, and you should be proud of that instead of being a transgender. Which, yeah, same with girls. There are things called tomboys, and I'm not talking about like girls who like guys tomboys. I'm talking about that are like brooded masculine. So yeah, but it's something that people need to understand. Then because it's up we got to remember and focus on. Because if we don't, nothing good will come. But yeah, but it's just super crazy. Now, on to the good stuff and out of the controversial part, which is crazy. Is that next week I'll finally get my shed paid off. Y'all don't know how much work I did to get here. It is so hard that I finally am getting to the point where I can finally pay it off. Because let me be honest, it's been a tremendous, and I mean tremendous feat and all that. Because I've been working my butt off to get here. And next week could probably be the last payment that I have to do. Meaning I can start building up money, and also it'll be easier, which for people who don't know, and I'm going to tell my workplace, thank y'all for helping me get home tonight. And I wouldn't be home in probably till about 12 or 1 in the morning if it wasn't for y'all. Probably wouldn't have been home at all tonight if y'all did not help me. So I owe y'all a big gratitude. To thank you to my workplace. But I'll tell you this, once I get my shed paid off, I'll have a lot more money left over that I can actually use to get to and from work way easier, get transportation way easier, a ton of stuff. And being autistic and finally having that extra money afterward, that would be something that would help big time. So yeah, it's something that I'm actually pretty happy and excited about that we're finally getting to that part, which is big. It is real big that we getting to that point where we're able to get all that. Which trust me when I say it, it's been pretty hard. It's been pretty hard, and we're finally getting to the point where we're finally getting over that hill. Which I'm also into the other thing I'm be talking about. I'm actually going to get a couple of loans, which I'm actually going to do. I'm going to get a couple of loans for I can start getting the building material in about a couple of weeks. About a couple of weeks, probably going to take a month. I'm probably going to start getting the building materials and all of that. Which, yes, I'm going to use to be able to get my stuff, if y'all get what I mean. And it's something that I would say they need to happen if y'all get what I'm saying. So yeah, but it's just super crazy, really crazy in a way, and it's something I will be thinking about. Like, you get what I mean, Val?
Why you gotta do loans?
Because one, for we cannot we start getting the building material and stuff where we cannot we don't have to build up money as quick, and I can actually pay it over time.
I know.
Do you get what I'm doing?
Yeah.
And a lot of autistic people don't know how to do this, so but it's something that a part of life, gotta learn it. Because yes, I gotta get ready to start doing stuff like this because if I don't, it's gonna take another couple of months to build that money up that we're going to need. Which that also, so I'm going to bring it up with funny. And Val right here, you want to tell them what you've been bugging me for the bathroom?
What?
You've been bugging me for a day.
About that, yeah.
For people who don't know, back in Val home country, the Philippines, in her old house, she had a bidet. Am I right?
Yep.
And with though, you don't need toilet paper, which that one thing I want to cut down on because I want to be able to have a clean, squeaky little.
Behind. Badonk badonk.
Yep.
Your trunk. Badonk badonk. Your badonk badonk.
Yep.
Badonk badonk.
Oh, brother. I'm probably going to say that as a funny clip right here.
Badonk badonk badonk. Yeah, badonk badonk, huh?
but Val been bugging for that, and also that shower thing that you had. What was that called?
What are you talking about?
In your bathroom.
I don't have any special showers though.
All right. Because me and Val were actually just going to be doing a stand up.
Stand up, yeah, stand up's good.
And it's not that big. We don't want to go with any big thing because we don't need a big bathroom. We really don't.
It's just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly fine, normal, balanced.
Yep. Now I do not want to do fiberglass. I don't because I let her do tile over fiberglass.
I'm a tiles person too.
Do you know why?
Why?
Fiberglass breaks over time way faster.
Yep.
And I'm gonna bring it up, even though and not fan of train, it that fiberglass tubs suck. They suck bad. They don't last for a long time. You have a better chance of having a steel tub or a tile shower that will last 15 to 20 years before it need to be replaced, or even longer. There are reasons why you see tile showers and stuff and metal tub that actually last and that are reused almost 20, 30, 40 years later. Which I'll just say that I'd rather go with them or China clay tub or what are those type of tubs called again? Because I don't want to go with fiberglass and then about 5 or 10 years down the line, well,
Mold and shit.
I know, but 5 to 10 years down the line, have tub break and have a not tub, but the shower break and have a crack where water is seeping through into the bedroom or the kitchen. For anybody who don't know and where I hate this stuff from, if y'all watch some of my old live stream in the old house, it looked back in 2018, 2017, but between that time period, paired right there with them two. If you watch, then the bathroom right beside my old bedroom had a massive crack in it, and we tried fixing that thing so bad it was fiberglass. Glass with the reason why I don't like fiberglass tubs. The thing kept on breaking, leaking, flooding into my bedroom with a wet carpet and everything. I did got tired of it. Every time I hear it sour up, I did get nervous saying, "Oh, something going to wet, something going to get wet, or something going to get bad." Like I'm not even making this stuff up because this stuff put me into like a type of thing that make me worried in a way. And here, team, like with my bedroom and stuff, like I also do want to bring it up. We're going to have like a top closet loft. Like it's technically a closet in the loft. And it's going to be way bigger than our closet right there, meaning we'll actually have more room to actually put our stuff in. And
Yep.
because I want to be able to have my stuff up somewhere where it's not compact and everything. Because let me be honest, we're smush as it is right now in the room. But I did measure the room, like the size and stuff, because technically from where the door is to where my window is right here, it's actually the same size of the shed. So literally the same size. Which I said, alright, I can work with that. That because one, same with this to the wall right here, like from the wall behind my phone, which I'm talking from, to there, it's actually the same size.
Really?
Oh yeah. I I kind of nerded out and measured everything ahead of time, but I know what the building material and stuff that I'm going to need kind of piping and stuff. But I'm literally, my mom don't agree with me on it, but I want to go with copper piping over PVC.
Yeah, because it would break.
And here it's saying it actually way healthier to have copper
Copper
piping
piping than the
to
PVC.
PVC because here it's saying PVC
That's break
chips
and chips.
and you get microplastic.
Yep. Especially
Which
with hot water.
a lot of people don't know about that. Like, and for people who don't realize it, yes, it's something I've been thinking about because one, me and Val are getting to the last leg of everything, and one, it's something big for us. It is big, and it's something we've been working hard on, like literally, but crazy. But Lazar, but I will say the hopefully either tomorrow or Thursday. I'm not sure if because Dimitri, for anybody who don't know, Dimitri talked about either doing a live stream Wednesday or Thursday. So I decided to get this out of the way. That way, But yeah, but me and Val are finally getting to the last leg and stuff. Plus, we got a ton of creative ideas. So, and also, if I do think about it, and it's something I've been thinking about because I've been watching Coffees and Trains with it from that one YouTuber. I forgot his name, but he had the module in scale module layout that he'd been building where he can take apart and put together. I've been thinking about something like that with my train layout when I decide to build one. Plus, if I decide I'm literally going to try to save up money to buy another shed, but for, not for a house extension, but for hobbies stuff, for recreational and all that, because this diva right here is starting to do yoga in our shed.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's something I would have to work on. But it is time right now is 11:39, so
I get my hair
we do
brushed.
gotta get ready to go to bed. And also, before we do, two reason why, and I want to bring it up. If y'all wonder why the live stream have not cut up randomly,
Because the Wi-Fi box has been transferred to the living room, to the box kitchen.
we literally transferred it to the kitchen. And my god, the signal actually stronger in there. And it's not that bad. So, kind of a win.
Win-win.
But yeah, but I'll just say that sometime if you have a spot that you find it okay in, but the internet is stuck, it's probably time to move it somewhere else. Even though it feel uncomfortable, sometimes it's better to be uncomfortable than have to deal with pain.
Really?
Yep. Because trust me, uncomfortable is way better than having to be pained out. Am I right?
Yep.
But it is now 11:40. It is almost 12 o'clock, and I got work tomorrow. Val got class. Got our GED class. So, yeah, we're getting close on that stuff, too. So, we do got to get ready to go to bed.
Really? You got more. Look, you achieve it. Honestly, the shed. You've been praying to do that for a long time.
I know. But, yeah. It's been crazy. Like, we've been working hard for this. But I hope everybody enjoyed the live stream.
Please like and subscribe, and let's snuggle.
And we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Love boo-boos. Peace, bitches.
Have a good night.